Hello everyone, welcome back to Cybrosys. In today's video, we are going to see how a retail store can manage its entire business using Odoo. Running a retail store involves many operations like managing products, tracking inventory, handling sales, and generating invoices. Doing all this manually can be time consuming and prone to errors. But with Odoo ERP, a retail business can manage everything in one system. In this video, we'll go through a simple real-life example of a retail store workflow in Odoo 19. So let's get started. The very first step is to add products to the system. So first, the retail store needs to add products that has to be sold. Okay. So let's imagine that you are having a clothing retail store. Okay. So we have I have already opened the sales module, inside which you can find the products menu where you have the products. So open that and we are going to create some products. So for example, we have products like t-shirts, jeans and jackets of your clothing store. So I'll simply start. We have jeans, which is already marked as favorites. Then let's search for t-shirts. So here we have t-shirt. I'm also marking this as favorite. And one more product is there, which is jackets. So we have a lot of jackets over here. Let it be the classic brown jacket. So these are the three products that our retail company is going to sell. The retail store. Okay, which are they? The jacket, the t-shirt and the denim jeans. So if you are going to create a product, let me show you how the creation looks like. Click on new and here you have to specify the name of the product. For example, if you are creating jeans again, you have to specify the name of the product over here. And then what happens is that you have the general information tab where you have to specify the type of the product, the invoicing policy and the track inventory section. So type of the product means there can be a lot of types of products. Basically in Odoo, they are providing three different types of products which are goods, service and combo. So this is a goods product. And if it's a service, like if it's kind of a, service like a repair or it can be a teacher, doctor and all such things comes under services, right? So such services can be created as a service product. And then there are certain products which has to be sold as a combo. Okay, like in case if you are running a cafe and you have combo of burger, fries and drinks, then that can be only sold as a combo. So such product can be configured as combo product. So that is the product type. And then here you have the invoicing policy. So invoicing policies are basically of two types, which is ordered quantity and delivered quantity. So you can invoice only for the quantity ordered or for the quantity which is delivered. Then you have this track inventory. So if you enable this, you can actually track the quantity of the product. So other than that, we have a lot of, tabs. Like here you can configure the sales price. I'll simply discard it and show the one which I've already created. So here you can see the sales price is configured, the goods product, the product type is chosen as goods. So we are going to track the inventory over here. So only then we can track the on-hand quantity. Then comes the attributes and variants. So if the product have any kind of attribute, so in case of jeans and all, there can be size, materials and all. So here we have added an attribute which is size with different values over here. Similarly, we have the sales section, POS section, prices, purchase, inventory and accounting. So I'm not going deeper into creating a product because you all know that, right? Now here in our YouTube channel, we have already created the detailed product creation video. So you can go and refer to it. Then we have the product which is jacket. So here also I'm going on and clicking on tracking the inventory. So we can keep track of the on-hand quantity. And let's check for the other product, which is t-shirt. So here also let's enable the track inventory. Okay, so that is done. Now we have created three different products. We have specified the name, the price and also the category. So after it's done, you can simply save it. Okay, so once you've added the product, it will be available across different modules like sales, inventory and POS because Odoo is integrated. The very next step is to manage the inventory. So now the store needs to track how many products are available, right? So with the inventory module, Odoo helps retailers to monitor the stock levels in real time. So for that, you can go to the inventory module. So here we have the inventory, open it, and you can actually update the quantity of the product. So you can add the available stock. Okay. So going to the products, here you have the products over here. Now, if you open this, the blue jeans, you can see the on-hand quantity is still 0. So from here, you can actually, update the quantity. So here I'm just giving it as, what is this jeans, right? So let the jeans be 30. Okay. So 30 quantities I've updated. Let's see whether it's reflected. So here you can see it has been reflected. Okay. The blue jeans is now of the quantity 30. 30 units are updated. That's the on-hand quantity. Then you have the classic brown jacket. So we have one more way of updating the products. So if you go to operations, you have receipts over here. Okay. So if you create a new receipt, like you are buying it. Okay. So let it be ABC company received from. And the product here, you can choose the, let it be the jacket, classic brown jacket. And the demand quantity for a jacket, let it be 20. Okay, so you are buying it from someone. Validate it. Okay, so the validation is done. Now if you go back, let's check what have happened. Okay, so going to the receipts, it's done. Let's see whether the product got updated. So here you can see the classic brown jacket has updated to 20 units. So likewise also you can update the on-hand quantity. We have one more product which is t-shirts. So for t-shirts, I'm updating it to, let's create a new one, and I'm updating the inventory quantity to 50. So 50 quantity. Now here you have to choose the product. So the t-shirt, it has a lot of what the, let it be this one, right? I'm just giving it as a product. Okay, so now if you go back, you can see there are 50 units of the product. So we have updated all the 3 products. Okay, so now like what happens is that Odoo will automatically track the stock whenever a sale is going to happen. So we have updated 30 quantity of jeans, 20 quantity of jacket, and 50 quantity of t-shirt. Next step is to sell the products. So for this, you can actually use the point of sale. So in most retail stores, sales happen through a billing counter, right? So Odoo provides a POS system where cashiers can quickly process customer purchases. So let's go to the point of sale. See, here we have the point of sale. Okay, so let's start a new POS session. Okay, so let's, here we have a clothes shop. Let's continue selling. Let's see whether our products are there. Otherwise, we can create a new one. So we have opened it, and yeah, we have all our products over here. Okay, so let's see, like a customer is going to buy one t-shirt and one pair of jean, or a customer is going to buy one jacket and one pair of jean. So I'm adding one jacket and one jean. So it can be of any size. I'm just simply adding this. Okay. Now the cashier simply clicks the products and the system automatically calculates the total amount. See, as I've clicked it, the total amount has been automatically calculated. So then the cashier selects what? The payment method. So you can click on it and you have methods like cash, card, and customer account, or even online payment can be done. Okay, so once the payment is confirmed, Odoo automatically generates the receipts instantly. So let it be cash. Okay, so validating it, and you can see payment is successful, and this is the receipt that has been generated. So here you can see the jacket, the denim jean, the total amount, and the QR. If you need an invoice, you can scan this, or even you can print the full receipt from here. Okay, so that's how it's done. Now you can go back to new order. Okay, so like automatically, I mean, all these things can be done in a single click. Okay, now we'll do one thing. We'll close the register. Let's close it. And then what to do? We'll have to go to inventory and check whether the updates are done. Okay, so let's go to the backend again. And from the POIs, I'm simply switching on to the other module, which is inventory. So here we have the inventory, going to the products. And here you can see the denim jean. I have updated it as 30 units. Now it's just 29. Okay, so here in the jacket, it was 20 units. Now it's 19. Okay, so this is one of the, best and attractive feature of Odoo. Like automatic inventory updates are done over here. So as soon as the sale is completed, the product quality, the quantity in the inventory module decreases automatically. Okay, so this is going to help the store avoid the stock errors and overselling. Like every time you don't have to manually update it because it's getting updated automatically. So retail managers can easily monitor stock levels anytime. Okay, next we have this thing called reordering the product. So when the stock becomes low, the store needs to reorder products from the suppliers, right? So Odoo can automate this process. So we can go to the inventory, and in the inventory, you have a lot of things over here. Okay, so you have the operations, under which you can find a thing called what? The replenishment. So open the replenishment. Okay, so from this replenishment, you can actually see that you are, keeping the stock in, keeping the products in stock. Okay, so you can create a new one from here. Okay, simply add the product. So it can be anything. Let it be the blue denim jean or the brown jacket. Anything is possible. Okay, so here you have the product. Okay, so the product went. Wait, let's create one more. So let the product be the classic brown jacket. So you can see the on-hand quantity right now. We have created 20, but right now we have only 19. And this is the forecasting unit. So you can see the buy, whether to, the route, whether to buy, manufacture or drop ship. So let it be buy. Okay, so you can set a minimum amount, minimum quantity and maximum quantity, so that you will never be out of stock. So you can set a minimum quantity, like I'm setting there should always be 5 quantity as the minimum, and maximum can be 50. Okay, so when it exceeds the range, what happens? It automatically orders it from the vendor that I have configured from the purchase module. So here you have the jacket. Now, if you go to the purchase module, here you can add a vendor. So what happens is that once the product goes out of stock, always buy, let it be 20. So once the product is out of stock, what happens is that the replenishment triggers and it will go and buy the product from the vendor that we have, assigned for this particular product. Okay, so that's how you do it. Another thing that you can do is create a purchase order. So other than going to the purchase order, you have the deliveries over here. From here also, you can actually, not deliveries, the receipts. From here also, you can do that. So if you go to the purchase, here we have the purchase. Okay, so you can order any quantity of t-shirts or whatever it is from the supplier. So once the supplier delivers the product, the store can validate the receipt and the stock will be updated automatically. So let the vendor be ready, Matt, and I'm going to add the product. So let it be blue denim jean. So this one, confirming it. And the quantity, let it be 1 itself. Okay, only then we'll understand the updation if anything happens. So I'm just confirming the order, receiving the products. Okay, validating the products that we've received. So we have now validated the products, right? So from here also we can keep track of the product. So here, let's see. Wait, we'll do that from the inventory. So let's go to the inventory module. Here we have the operations where you can do the receipts. So you can receive products from here. So I'll create a new one. Receive in the purchase. I didn't do the bill creation and all. There is a bill matching thing and all happening. So let's do it from here. Okay. So I'm choosing ABC. I'm adding the product which is jean. So it can be of any size, and the quantity I'm giving it as 10. Okay, saving it. Let's validate it. So the validation is done. And now you can simply go, let's check. Okay, we don't know what happens. So here you can see the quantity have changed to 40. Okay, early it was how much? 29, right? The jeans was of 30. Now, how much did we do right now? Going to the receipts. So this is the one that we've created right now. No, this is not the one. Is this the one? We have created 10 quantity or something. I simply forgot how much I ordered. Okay, whatever. So whatever you do, the thing is getting updated over here. Ours was simply 29 or something. We have added again 10 quantity which we bought, and one we bought through the purchase module. So altogether 40 units is updated over here. I mean, the on-hand quantity is updated to 40 right now. So this is what happens in Odoo. Like whatever operations you do further in different modules which is connected to the product, then the on-hand quantity gets updated automatically, where the retail business people can save a lot of your time. Okay, you don't have to manually go and count and keep track of the product. No, every time this happens, automatically the things get updated. Okay, so next you have the sales and the financial reports. So retail store owners need to track their sales performance also, right? So Odoo provides powerful reports. For that, you can go to the sales module first of all. Okay, in the sales you have this reporting section. Okay, so from here, other than going to the sales, you have the products. So just by keeping an eye on the products, so you can see the blue denim jean. Okay, so I hope this is the product. No, somewhere over here we have the product. Okay, so products can be seen over here in different colors. You can switch between the graphs. So you have a lot of graphs over here, like the bar chart, line chart, and pie chart, where it shows different products and the you know quantity that has been ordered for the product. Okay, so likewise you can keep track of it, and along with this you can go to the accounting module and you can go to the reporting. So here in the reporting you have a lot of financial reports. So where you can see the product performance, the profit and revenue can be seen, the profit and loss can be seen. Okay, the daily sales report from the sales module can be taken, and all such things. So you can keep track of it. So this is going to help the store owner make better business decision. Okay, so the complete retail store workflow in Odoo looks like this. Okay, so you add the products, you manage the inventory, sell products via POS, automatic stock updates, reorder products from suppliers, and analyze sales reports. So all these operations are managed in a single system which we name as Odoo. So that's how a retail store can manage its entire operations using Odoo. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Odoo tutorials. Also, comment below if you'd like to see more real business workflows using Odoo. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video.